So I guess kind of in a reverse order, if you're seeing it this far, I mean, you aren't seeing the decay and all the crap I had to deal with to get it torn apart. But you get your 5 lugs off, you take your tire off. You get these 2 bolts back here. If you're doing a full tear down, you get these 2 guys off. Don't worry about pulling your caliper hanger off. This can all come apart as one assembly. I only have, well, that's another thing I got on order, is only got one of those caliper or rotor securing screws. I've only got one of those guys actually right now, so another one on order. Once you get your rotor and your caliper off, if you're doing the hub assembly, you just pull this crown nut, and then you put a puller on the outside here, and you grab onto it with the center shaft, of course, on your spindle, and then your grabbers, whether a 2-arm or a 3-arm or whatever your puller is there, you can grab around on the back of the hub and just pop this right off. Expect your bearings to fall apart. They are press fit onto the spindle. If you that is the correct way to do it. Like I say, you can screw with those bolts in there if you so desire. Of course, you have to disconnect your wheel speed sensor and your line here at your caliper. I did do a new hose on this side. For the brake hose, you disconnect it up here at the axle. There's a little retaining clip here that I just have not put back. Oh no, that one you didn't have to take off. This one rather is for the park brake. Haven't put that one back on yet. For the park brake, in case people aren't aware, there's a nut on the back here. I believe this one's a 13 mil, and you just rotate it clockwise to tighten, and the ball on your park brake cable will pop off. If you have to bend it back or whatever a little bit just to make that happen, it's not the end of the world. Just be careful, don't overdo it. Without that screw in there, it'll shift around a little bit. It's a lot easier to get your caliper mounted on here with that screw in. That's why I took it from this side to go do the other side of the car. So once you get the hub assembly off, you can make sure the spindle is clear. If the back section of the inner bearing is still there, you're going to have to remove that. Again, try to use it with a puller. You might need to get creative. Then the reassembly is, these sometimes give a little bit of grease. Just make sure it's going on nice and straight. I use the socket in there with the rubber mallet, and just tappa. You don't need to go too aggressive. If you do, it's probably not totally straight, and check your alignment and just see if it's actually going on true. Once you get her tap back on, like I say, 129 foot-pounds for the crown nut, and then you can go ahead and put your rotor on, and I'm just ready to start mounting the caliper up right now. I don't think there's really much anybody needs to see of me doing all this. Like I say, there was a couple videos that not exactly what I was looking for answers, and this, I hope, fills a couple of those questions all in the same little clip. Sorry, there's nothing really interesting for footage. Point at the mountain or something like that. Yeah. Anyhow, to recap, hub and bearing assembly, also spindle assembly, along with caliper and rotor swap, a little bit of information about the pads, and this is all from Mk4 Volkswagen. These rear axle assemblies are basically going to be all the same as long as it's just a front wheel drive vehicle. It changes up in the all-wheel drives. So this is going to be Mk4 late model 99 to 2004 Volkswagen Golf, Jetta, including wagon, gas and diesel, all variations, as long as it's not an all-wheel drive. Some of the fasteners might be a different size depending on exactly what year it is. The torque specs should all be the same, and some of your hoses and pieces might look a little bit different, but otherwise that's pretty much a wrap. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything else I can add. Bye for now.